Kia ora, if you're looking for the Christmas Day forecast, stay tuned or skip along to the end. But I won't lie to you, we've got plenty of weather between now and Christmas Day. Let's start off by taking a look at what's happening this afternoon. Up to the north, a big area of low pressure continues to drive more wet weather on towards the eastern side of the country, especially across this northeastern corner. Could find some more thunderstorms springing up there as we head through the afternoon. Find some showers and thunderstorms perhaps even making their way across towards the Bear, plenty in towards the borders of the Coromandel, and perhaps one or two towards Waikato as well. But you can see down that western coast of the Southland and down in towards Southland, fine dry weather. But the rain is spreading in towards Canterbury and Otago as we head through the daytime today. Overnight tonight, not a great change. The low pressure sinks further southwards, pushing that rainfall across the Southland, and we'll find that rain reaching in towards parts of Manawatu and across towards Wanganui. Slight clearance as we head towards the end of the night across the likes of Tairafti. But it is, I think, still going to be a fairly wet afternoon with that risk of more showers and thunderstorms. And we are going to keep hold of our heavy rain watch for that region, those areas of northern Hawke's Bay and Tairafti right the way through till 10 p.m. this evening. So that's that watch there, those areas mainly north about State Highway 5 in Hawke's Bay. Now, as we go through in towards the morning time, we're going to find it still relatively mild. In fact, our nighttime temperatures for some spots not far off what we'll find during the daytime. High temperatures today for Thursday in Wellington, 15 degrees Celsius. Overnight mins, 14 degrees. So a very mild night through there. Temperatures not a big issue, but I think we are going to find rather a cloudy start today and a fairly wet one as well. The rain sinks southwards, but we'll find showers and thunderstorms springing up across those southern parts of the North Island through the daytime. And through towards the evening, we'll find another cluster of thunderstorms making their way eastwards across Waikato, perhaps even up in towards Auckland as well. So well worth keeping a close eye on the forecast and the radar charts, especially if you're planning your Christmas journeys for the end of the day on Friday. Keep an eye on the latest forecast and the latest radar images over at metservice.com. Now, for the North Island, we start off with that wet weather across those southern areas. Watch as we go through the daytime for those darker areas of blue, indicating the presence of perhaps one or two rumbles of thunder. You can see them springing up across Taranui, crossing towards Wanganui, and even in towards parts of Wairarapa through the daytime there. Some clearer weather, some drier weather, finally, for the likes of Tairafti, but I think we'll still keep in mind there will be a few showers. And you can see this line of showers possibly developing across parts of Waikato and up in towards Auckland. Some of those with that risk of thunder as well, just towards the end of the day. So well worth keeping in mind for your journey planning. As we head in towards the daytime, though, we'll find our daytime temperatures around about the 20 degrees Celsius mark, 25 or so up towards Tauranga, and a warmer day out towards the east. We'll find that cloud breaking up and the winds just changing direction, giving them a bit of a boost compared to what we've been seeing in the last few days as well. Now for the South Island, the best spot to be, well, Doubtful Sound, Milford Sound. Elsewhere, it's looking pretty cloudy, pretty grey, and some spells of rain, or longer spells of rain, pushing in from the east. As this low pressure sinks southwards, pushing those fronts in towards us as well. So for Canterbury, Otago, and even in towards parts of Nelson as well, it stays pretty cloudy with spells of rain on and off throughout the daytime. Like I say, head towards Milford Sound if you're looking for a better day, brighter weather down there, but I think even here it'll turn cloudier through the afternoon. With cloudier skies and those winds coming in off of the cooler sea, the eastern side of the South Island stays a little bit cooler, 16, 17 degrees Celsius for Christchurch, up to around about 20 though in places like Hokitika and up in towards Westport. We will find though, I think, even here the chance of a few showers later on. Most of those are, I think, just a little bit further inland out towards the ranges. Now on in towards the weekend, it's still a messy situation, seems more than fair for this situation. Layers of low pressure spiralling around each other, driving more unsettled weather across, particularly the North Island for Saturday. Look at these darker areas of blue. Really heavy showers, thunderstorms in the mix as we go through to the end of the day on Saturday. Pretty much anywhere on the North Island, but that line from, say, Taranaki up towards East Cape and north westwards, really most likely to find those active weather as we head through the daytime on Saturday. These next areas of low pressure keep the rainfall in the far southern parts of the country, but you can see as we go through towards Sunday, things are still fairly unsettled, but we start to find a bit of a clearance as this system starts to pull away. It leaves us in a fairly good southwesterly, and as we head through the afternoon, those temperatures start to pick back up again around the likes of the Canterbury High Country, allowing for more showers and perhaps some thunderstorms to develop there. So yeah, generally a fairly complex, messy, unsettled picture for that first weekend of the Christmas holiday. As we go through towards next week, now it is still a fair way away, there's still plenty of time for the systems to change, but here's how it looks first thing. At the moment, as we head into Christmas Eve, this ridge of pressure building over us should give us a drier looking at Christmas Eve, some nice spells of sunshine, but you can see this next system starting to push closer towards us as we head on in towards Christmas Day. So for Christmas Eve, a great looking story for many of us. We'll start to find things turning cloudy as we head towards the end of the day, and in towards Christmas Day, we'll start finding wet weather pushing in from the west. Now, the timings of this system all still to play for, so I think it could be a case we get away with a decent day in places like Wellington until the rain arrives later on. Showers, some longer spells of rain, perhaps for the likes of, say, Auckland by the end of the day. So if you're looking for drier weather, head towards the eastern side, places like Napier and in towards Gisborne. Chatham Islands looking like a great Christmas day for you. However, as with any of these forecasts, once we start getting beyond about 5 days or so, there's a lot of variety, a lot of variation that we could see in the forecast models, and there are still plenty of active systems around us. So do keep a close eye on the forecast, especially for planning your journeys and your activities. As ever, you can find all your latest updates over at metservice.com, and we'll keep you updated with all the information for Christmas Day and beyond. That's it from me.